What's going on, Bong Nina? Would you recommend this game to a person who doesn't really play time management type games? Wait. Time management. Time management. I guess it's arguing like this. Have you ever played a game like RimWorld? And if you haven't, have you played any other colony management games where you have people running around and you manage the entire colony and not the individual person? They swim in a hot tub. Yo, man, is that swimming? The head's above the water. They should make a way to make brains, turn dupes into zombies. I mean, they have zombie spores. It's gotta get them a little bit of that. I gotta bop the bomb lily on here. Have you ever played a game like RimWorld? Maybe Timberborn more recently? Even something like Going Medieval? They're in the genre of something called colony management. I'm not sure who doesn't really play time management. I'm not sure what time management is. Maybe it's the exact same thing. But I need to be able to kind of like gauge if that makes sense. Like what you mean by that. Let me know though, Bong Nina. Because this game, it's time management. I guess you have a schedule, but it's not really a big deal. This game is more about kind of being a mad scientist. It's more about being like that because of how you're able to kind of play around with the environment and the thermal energy. So it's hard. It's hard for me to say yes or no because I don't know enough. But in the grand scheme of things, I will say this. Oni is a great game. Some people have this game as their favorite game of all time. And that's because it's honestly has a lot going for it. Not only is it in a genre that's pretty niche, but a lot of the games in that genre are like, to a certain degree, carbon copies of each other. And the problems with game in this genre, the colony management genre, is that there's kind of like the grandfather of everything. Where, you have colony management, you have a generic goal, but they take a lot of those elements and they, incorporate into a new game, but they don't add anything else to it. So it just becomes like a bad clone of an old game that was fundamentally good. So the thing with Oni is that they take the concept and they spin it and they have their own, for lack of better words, influence on it. Because it's like they have the Oni flair. And it's great. It's fun time. It's colony management with a lot of science into it. They have some elements into the game like thermodynamic management with the heat temperature like this, where warmer areas and colder areas will have an effect on your gameplay and how it affects everything. So because of that, they did everything well. It's a fully fleshed out game. It's great. And they're still adding more. No, I haven't played Colony, COLONY. Management games. What would be a good beginner quality management game? So colony management is when you have a group of people that you're managing. And it's more so about the resources than it is your individual people. So if you played a game like Banished, that's a different type of colony management game, right? This game, Don't Starve Together, or Why Clay are my favorite devs. Dude, those are like the two big games from Clay, to be honest. Hopefully they put a little bit more love for Oni, though. But if that makes sense, games like Banished, where you manage a city and then you use your workers as a resource, that's not what this is. This is more so of a game where you're managing your resources, right? The actual materials that we mine and get, and we use those resources. Oh, my cat's sneezing. We use those resources to survive. And it's not much about having a high number of duplicants or having a large colony, but a balance. Because for each duplicant, they all have needs. If you're able to fulfill the needs and get the job done, you're good. You could go on to work on the main objective, which is breaching the temporal tear. So it's a little bit different from a game that's kind of like Banished or Farthest Frontier, Frostpunk. You could even throw in some of the other games in that are like city builders. This is not that. This is more like Dwarf Fortress, RimWorld, Going Medieval, Timberborn, where the people are a means to get the job done, but not a resource, so to speak. Is it possible to just play with 3 dupes? It is, but it's slow. You could actually play the game with just 1 dupe. It just takes forever to do anything. Because it's like when your dupe is researching, nothing else is getting done. So it becomes a micromanaging game where your one guy has to do everything. So you have to make sure he's able to take care of all of the things he needs to do to survive. So although it is possible, I don't think it's a fun time. Oh man, shovels, they're gonna sabotage you all day, every day, man. Even if you automate everything, you can automate everything, but you have to understand you have to get to that point first, Nico. So the beginning is gonna be boring, dude. Is The Sims a management game? It is, but it's on a different scale. That is on the individual level. So to give you an idea, The Sims is a management game, but also is SimCity. Both of those games are simulation management games, but on a different scale. You're managing an individual person on the day-to-day life, versus SimCity is you're managing the city on the day-to-day. So you have a lot of different objectives and goals. So although it's in a similar category, it's not actually very similar in gameplay style, if that makes sense. It's kind of like how Civilization, if you ever played the strategy game Civ, and some of the Paradox Grand strategy games, they're all technically strategy games, right? But they're vastly different in how you play and approach. Although there are some similarities, there's a lot of differences. And a lot of people wouldn't really compare the two. Because although they might be pitted against each other, it becomes a thing of what we prefer. Because as players, you might like certain elements more than others, right? Things like that. So I'm not gonna lie. Man, it's hard. So to answer your question, should you get Oni? Right? That's basically what it comes down to. Is this game fun and enjoyable that a new player could get it and still have fun? That's gonna be 100% determined by, I want to say, how much you like science. Because I know there's some people who doesn't like having to deal with science, you know, chemistry, periodic table of elements, thermodynamics. A lot of those elements in this game kind of push people away because they were traumatized by science class back in like high school. So they're not fans of it, and then they just don't like to utilize that as a mechanic. But there's also the people that are like, they love that growing up as a kid, and they liked messing around with heating things up, have a chemical reaction, things like that. There's a little bit of that in this game, and there's a lot of like systems that you're actually encouraged to make in order to fulfill some of the needs of your colonists, which makes this game very unique, because this is like one of the few games that are like that. So in that regard, there's a lot of upside, but this game has a high learning curve, meaning it's going to be difficult to pick up and understand, but once you do pick up and understand it, it is amazing. So I guess it comes down to how much time or how difficult you like your games. Because this game is, although while it's hard, and it's going to take you a good amount of time to fully understand why some things happen, how you need to do some things, it's going to always be that this game could be potentially overwhelming and also too much going on in the very beginning. So I don't know if you're okay with that. I enjoyed the game so much. Then a dupe pees in my water sources infected. Yeah, man, pee the tank. What are the different management categories? There's colony management, which is what this game is. Comparably, there's games like RimWorld, that's very popular. And I would probably put that, although there are big differences between the two games. On a base level, they're very much similar in a colony management genre. I think we're gonna take another dupe right now. This guy's not bad. I think we needed people to dig. I wouldn't mind this guy. He sleeps loud though. I guess we take Lindsay instead. And then outside of colony management, there's city management. There's another type of colony management that's more like city management. That's kind of like Banished, Farthest Frontier, where your individual workers become a resource, and it's all about managing the individual people as workers inside buildings. So they work in a building and produce a resource that you could make to survive. And it's like a lot of that is fixed time intervals, things like that. So that becomes more of a time management game where you have to manage how much people work in certain fields in order to generate things like food, clean water, and stuff like that. So Banished or Farthest Frontier, maybe even Manor Lords more recently. A lot of those games are like that. There's also city management, I guess, where you have games like City Skylines. Maybe even City State 2. You could argue resource management in some of the games like Anno. Resource management simulation is also things like Factorio, Satisfactory, where it's all about managing the individual resources, processing it with the machines, and then getting the resource that you want at the very end that requires a lot of refinement. Outside of that, man, there's a lot of like different management games over there. Because you have to manage a lot of different things potentially. There's an endless list, to be honest, but yeah, it depends what you're looking for. Okay, so it's a game you play, sandbox to learn things that work, then restart at least 5 times to learn how to play. Dude, you do a lot of restarting in this game, not gonna lie. It's fun though, it's fun times. Alright, so we have that connect, that's powered out. I think we're gonna start moving some critters into here. So we do need the rail to go left to right. And then afterwards, we need to go into here. I will put this here. And we will have this exposed. This goes in. Oh, yeah, but it shouldn't matter, right? If the egg's exposed. What the hell is this? Why is he doing a shimmy? Why is this motherfucker doing a shimmy? What do you mean no direction? Alright, man, we're gonna have to fix this. God damn it. Do you know when you complete the game by unlocking everything? 2 exit points, yeah, I guess. Here and here. Usually it overflows and flows in. I think it probably have to do with the fact that we merged it in the middle. Do you know when you complete the game by unlocking everything? No, you complete the game by finishing the objectives here, which requires you to do very specific tasks. I could do all the research, and we're actually almost done, but that's not going to beat the game. It is going to be something we need to do to beat the game, though. But that's not the main objective. There's a main objective on the printing pod right here that we have to build. Well, we have to build the statue, and then we have to find a very specific temporal tear. But yeah, that's going to be the game objective for this game. Alright, so I think we're going to have to do this. This guy tried to break in. I see you over there. This comes out, goes into over there, goes in, feeds out. There's already a bridge, green to green. Alright, once we get this to work, I think we should be fine. All we need is to have the bridge there. So let's actually up the priority. Hopefully this, we could save the egg. He's not breaking in, he's just scouting it out. I see him over there, man. Tell him I see him. Tell him that I see him over there. Let the people know. Alright, so we do need to do this. Sweep out the rest and continue mining this out. Should be no problem. Let's mop up some of the water. Hey, Ace Cow coming in. I see you over there. How are you doing, Ace Cow? And of course, welcome back to the City Council. And thank you so much for the 26 months. My goodness. Enjoy the emotes, the 20 dice, ad-free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub badge. But thank you so much for the support, man. Alright, so it's here, it's here. Come on, man. You know which way to go. Alright, you better not shimmy over here. Oh, it just went into the sharing room. Okay. About to go get some pancakes. Oh, that sounds bomb, dude. Pancakes sound delicious. Pancakes sound like a good time. Where you going, man? Is it weird that I'm a fan of banana pancakes? Banana pancakes are pretty delicious, not gonna lie. Alright, so this comes out. So we will have this go into here. IHOP, not bad. Seems interesting, but stressful because there's so many things happening at once. Yeah, that's the problem. There's a lot of people do get overwhelmed with this game because there's a lot you need to manage. But once you understand what's important, what's not important, it's great, man. It's great game. Top tier. I think blueberry is one of my favorites, though. I see you over there. Banana pancakes be good. Dude, nothing wrong with that. IHOP for dinner. I've done that before. Breakfast is good anytime. Breakfast is actually my most favorite meal. It's just, it's delicious. Breakfast is just delicious, man. I don't know how else to explain it. I think this is fine. Oh, wait a second. That's true. I am a little bit worried. So I guess I do need an overflow set. I guess that's fine. So we have to go like this. And then it overflows out. Yeah. How's Critters getting aligned for the grooming thing? How would it change your build patterns? I haven't really changed much. Because although the critter grooming does help us out in some cases, it's not, how do I say this? It doesn't circumvent the fact that the initial ranching job requires your, the initial travel time, right? You still have to fix that initial travel time that you know, have to deal with from the get-go. So it doesn't really change much, in my opinion. It does help out with a lot of the temporary or makeshift designs. You know, the ones that are not min-max. They benefit from it a lot. So in that regard, yeah, it's a little bit different. Gotta go. Have a great day. Bye. Have a good one, Bongina. Hope you have a great Sundays. Alright, let's speed this up. But yo, Ace Cow, hope you get some good breakfast, man. I might have to relocate where my sorting facility is. Or make it a little bit more efficient with the design. For now, though, we'll keep it like this. There is going to be power feeding into the sweepers. I think I will redo something really quick. Yeah, that should be fine. There's no delay or buffer on the automation. And then this one has to go through. This is tough because of how this works, though. I could go from the right over here now instead. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we go to the right again on that side. Maybe I can't go through the neutronium, and that's a problem. Who knows? We could probably just go through the room itself. Alright, that should be fine. So let's check out the Atmos suits at the bottom. It's trying to fill in with oxygen. Struggling, but it's fine. Let's fill up the suit. Chocolate chip pancakes. I see you over there. Chocolate chip's not bad, man. Boiled eggs and natural gas. You could do that and get some omelets. You could actually do that. It's not a bad idea. Alright, so this should be fine. This one is going to be stone hatches, because that's what we have right now. So we're just going to move the stone hatches that we have that are tamed over to that side. So these are going to be our tamed stone hatch babies, which means that I need to sort out my sensors. So this one goes up to the left one, so it's going to be this one. It's going to be eggs, stone hatch eggs. Alright, cool. And then that goes into there. And then we're just going to relocate all the stone hatches into here. And let's remove it from our critter menagerie drop-off. Oh, this guy, man. He needs to get captured. I need to put a cap on that or something. So that's going to be here. No stone hatches. Oh, I can't reach this due to automation. Alright, so... green, this one is red, so... change this to 1. Wait, 0. Below 1. There we go. So now he's going to be able to build this. He was locked out by automation. I forgot to check that. Alright, so we'll do that. He'll build the rail. Good stuff. Cthulhu coming in with his baseball cap. And then we'll start moving the hatch ranches to here. Let's look at our minerals. So I think right now we're feeding them sedimentary rock. I don't think we don't need to do that. We could start feeding them stuff like igneous. We have a lot of that. Also granite. Also, I mean, we have mafic. I'm probably going to start rebuilding a lot of my things with mafic because it's really useless. Not going to lie. I might even want to convert it to igneous somehow. Make a boiler. But we have 1,000 tons of igneous and granite. So... that's the wrong thing. Stone hatch. Do they have sedimentary rock and igneous and granite? No mafic, though. That's unfortunate. Okay. So we're just going to feed them... it's probably going to be the granite. Just because we have a lot of it. So stone hatch. And we'd use granite. This is going to be a priority 7, so it's kind of important, but not that important. This is going to be a 9 because it's grooming. The dupes are, man, they chilling. Okay, so let's move these guys now. So the regular hatch. Where's the regular hatch? We don't wrangle him. Or the other regular hatch. Oh, there's another one. I need a sweep by type for critter capture, dude. I want to only wrangle a specific critter if possible. That's going to be next on the list. Alright, now with that, I think we also want doors right here. Don't take them for granted. I see you over the Mighty Stoosh. Yo, Mighty Stoosh. What? Why did the geologists get fired? It's gonna be such a bad joke. Why did the geologist get fired? He wanted a clean slate. No, it's because he took his job for granted. Dude, you had it, man. You said it already. Damn. You so close. You can take them for genetic ooze too. That's true. Did you guys hear? The creator of the knock knock joke won a prize. Do you know what prize he won? An orange, no. The Nobel Peace Prize. Get it? Nobel? Knock knock jokes? Got 'em, boys. Boo! Gotta hit him with the dad jokes. Be like that sometimes. Sometimes you gotta hit him with the dad jokes. The crowd goes wild. They're not fans of that. Legit must have some kids out there that don't know about, hey man, word on the street. So why did the geologist quit his job? Because he wanted a clean slate? Gotta steal that from 90 Stoosh. Got him, boys. That's why Gustavo won. He played in the Beauty and the Beast Beauty. Beauty and the Beast movie. The Nobel Prize. I see you over there. Touch my fish. Dude, I watched Cyberpunk Edge Runner. I heard it was a good anime. I haven't seen it though, so I don't know much about it. I heard it had some pretty good ratings. I heard it's really popular in Japan too. For whatever reason, I don't even know why. Should definitely check it out. Maybe. It's super different. Who does that? Was that like a Netflix original or something like that? Because that's based off of the game, right? I mean, there's a lot of animes for adults. I'm just curious about who's the people behind it to give me an idea of like what to expect. We got some of them moved. Who's Trigger? I don't know who that is, actually. Why do we have regular hatches in here? We should probably take these guys out. Feels bad, boys. The hatches gotta die. I heard the League of Legends one's pretty good, too. I don't play League of Legends, so I don't know a lot of, like, the characters or anything like that. So it feels bad, man. I don't know if I should play the game before actually watching it. Oh, same folks as Kill la Kill and Darling in the Franxx, dude. Those. Oh man, those shows went hard though. If you know what I mean, like man, they don't fuck around. BNA, what's BNA? What's BNA? I don't know what BNA is. There's like 120 characters in League. That alone will make your head spin. I know, right? I mean, I used to play Dota, so I kind of have an idea. Alright, we'll have the hatch ranch soon. We'll have a lot of the hatches go to the kill box. This is not bad. I will want to start grabbing other things for this area, but I think we're good here, so we'll start removing the ladders. It's called Brand New Animal. Never heard of it. Both very similar. League of Legends has simple mechanics. Yeah. My friends tried to get me to play it because I used to be really good at Dota. And then I was like, I'm not feeling this, man. I was straight up. I'm like, man, I'm not feeling this. Oh, my boy Citrus the Wizard is stuck. Yo, man, someone save my man. This Igneous right here, man. Come on, hook him up. Can't you just grab that with your proton cannon? Someone save my man Citrus. Hey, there he is. He wanted to cry, but he's free now. Good stuff, good stuff. More like League of Legits, I see that. Dude, me too. I played only one game of League. I played as Raven because my homies were like, Raven's really good. And then I had no idea what I was doing, man. We lost. And I was like, yo, man, why am I playing this? I've never heard of that. Vainglory. Never heard of that. Never heard of that. Alright, so what do we need to do next? We have this. Oh, this is ready now. Start docking the suits. No one should be at the bottom, so we will deny access here. And then we'll work out this way using the suit line. And I think most likely what we'll want to do is start clearing this out. So, like this. Oh, crap. Alright, so we'll work on that coming in from the suits, and then we'll work our way down to grab the oil. We'll start mining out the oil biome, start exploring that area, since it's going to be a easier time now, and then we'll work our way with a ladder going straight down as well. That's probably going to be pretty good. We'll get started with the salt mining for now. Rust and salt is going down, but we should be okay. It was the first mobile MOBA. Sadly, it was too advanced for its time. Most people didn't have powerful devices for it. Oh, yeah, that happens, man. Be like that sometimes. Alright, so we got the stone hatches here. We got a egg sorting facility for this to work. Why is this open? Oh, I never fixed it. So I need a copy, paste. Alright. We have enough beds for now. I think I do want to make a second spawn, so we start making some progress. And I think this is going to be our hard ceiling. Wait a sec. Oh, yeah, it's one tile higher than it should be. Yeah, I guess that's fine. We do that. We do this. And then we want to start trimming that. Ladders are already okay. I do want to get rid of that biome. This ice biome. But at the same time, I kind of want to keep it. So I guess one of the big things should be the industrial brick. And I think I want to do a couple of things. Both of which, it's poorly placed, so I can't really do it that well. That probably means I have to do something else, which makes a lot of sense, given how we have a cool steam vent right here. I think this is also a cool steam vent. Oh, that's hydrogen. Oh, that's godlike. Hydrogen's cool. Was this cool steam? One of these was. I forget which one. This is the cool steam, so that's the second one. Okay. And I forget what this one was. Hot polluted oxygen. Oh, that's doo-doo. 500 degrees. That's actually not that great. Okay. So cool steam, cool steam. And then we have salt water. I think the spawn has to be around here. Just thinking about it. Alright, so it's above this. And I want to ladder up to it. I want to start building a ceiling. We'll start moving things afterwards. This is all mineable now. We'll also start trimming this. That should be fine. And then from here, the polluted water. It's off-gassing a lot. I should try to get away with, do something with it. I just don't know what I would actually want to do. I'm keeping that to kind of keep the spillage from happening. And I do want to mine this out if possible, the wolframite. Back over to here. I want to mine out as much as possible. I do want to bring into the aluminum right here as well. And then from here, we just got to do some generic mining stuff. Probably should do something like this as well. just to get the mining started. And then since we have this ladder, we could remove this. So we'll get rid of the kiln and start trimming this down completely. And then we'll probably have to move the kiln into by the AETN box that we're going to want to make. That might not be today, though. I'll have to see. Oh, and then we need these to be priority 9. We did get the initial mine done. Oh, I didn't mine that. Feels bad. Alright, we're going to need that still before we actually work on the ladder. Then we could do this. Gotta charge up the suits. Alright, we could clear this entirely now. Alright, need to trim that. We can already go down, which is fine. I do want to do this just to trim this. And then ideally here as well. Then we'll do this. Just to make this an easier climb. This is all mineable now. I might want to start deconstructing this. So it's going to be these two. And then we could deconstruct the stuff below it. Nice. Okay. We still have idle dupes. There's never enough tasks for the dupes to do. I can't go here because that's not mineable. Okay, we could do that now. And then probably do this. Get the sweep onto these two. New printables. Gonna grab the fertilizer. Alright, the calories are starting to stack. 400,000. A lot of pickled meal lice, which is fine. Are we doing cooked fish? Aw, god damn it, Marie. What do we have here? Sedimentary rock. Get out of there. The stuck dupes every time. Oh my god. Avoided the water. Let's go. Yo, liquid locks. What the hell kind of a liquid lock is this? What the hell kind of a liquid lock is this, man? This is wild, dude. We have like 4 different elements here. We got the stacked lock, and then the stacked lock preventing the salt water coming in. This is weird. Water's actually lighter than salt water. So this is really weird that it's not swapping positions. And then if it does swap, it actually just kind of bops everything. That's kind of crazy. Alright, we didn't reach that tile. Feels bad. And then from here, we want to mine the top. Here as well. If we can mine both of these, will be great. And then we'll just mine out more of the ethanol area. We want to crack that open. This is gone. Oh, they laid... Oh, I don't have the critter eggs. Alright, so let's make this into a regular hatch room. So, regular hatches. We are going to feed them dirt. Because that's what we have a lot of. But we actually have more raw minerals. We probably want to finish feeding them sedimentary rock just to break through it. So do we have a lot of that? 200 tons? Yeah. I might as well feed them that for now before we convert it to dirt. Because I do want to get rid of a lot of the materials for now. So this is going to be... Remove this. This is going to be hatches. And then I am going to want to select this one for hatch eggs. This is going to be a priority 7. Got to remove the ladders. Nice. Let's sweep out the materials. And then autosave flag. Wait for this. Get that in. And I think it's time to remove this. And put a tile here. The automation should be set, right? Yep. So it's connected, we're good. Time to remove the ladder and make this into a proper room. Everything else should be fine. Alright, so this is going to be a hatch room. So we have the eggs for that. So this is going to make critter eggs, hatch eggs, stone hatch, smooth, and sage. Have I not seen sage eggs yet? Wait, have I actually not seen sage hatches yet? Really? Wow. Alright, that's fine. We could do that later. Alright, so regular hatches and then the normal stone hatch. That means we could get rid of this setup right here. No more hatches over here, hopefully. Probably want to sweep up this floor as well. Oh yeah, and this is filling up, so I actually gotta remove some of the water from here. Okay, so this is gonna be added in. New row of stuff. And then, yeah, we're starting to actually get into the bottleneck here. I probably have to do something with the ice biome. Yep, I probably do. Let's probably just mine this out. You could still travel from the top with the ladder way, so should be fine. Alright, so the research is kind of bothering me. I'm just going to unclick that. Get rid of the things on the side. Trim this, trim that, trim that. We work on this part now. Should be not too bad. I would want to do this, that, and then it's going to be like that to climb up. That's mined already. So we're trimming out this area. I probably should start bottling up the salt water here. Same with the water over here. Maybe I should make a water tank and start filtering out all my liquids. So we probably don't need to filter out the water via the dump. It's probably not bad to have, though. Yeah, I guess we could do that temporarily. Just have a water dump spot. So probably like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do it like that. And then these are probably all mesh tiles. And then we do need a ladder way down. And I want reservoirs here. Oh, the water. Oh, yeah. So we have one reservoir in the tank. And then we'll have some up top. Pitcher pump's going to be on the side. And then we'll have bottle emptiers. And then the idea is going to be simple. We're just going to be pumping up the liquids. It probably don't need that. Just have it up top. And once we deconstruct the reservoirs, we're going to have the bottles, or the liquids in bottled form. So they're easily grabbable. Maybe I do want it submerged. So that they don't off-gas. That could be a thing. Make it so that they don't off-gas. For now, that's not bad. So just start moving up some of the liquids. Alright, so this is good. Oh, we got achievement 365 to be exact. So climb up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got the new achievable, boys. 365 to be exact. Alright, so 2 of the hatch rooms are ready now. We have the regular hatch and the stone hatch. I should probably start moving the hatches into the room. So let's cancel that. This is a priority 9. We need the grooming here. And then... Alright, all the hatches we have are wild hatches in here. So let's uncheck that. Start moving the hatches 2 at a time. 2 at a time. So they should drop off into here. We'll start grooming them, start utilizing the hatches. Then the last thing we need is food filters. I'd probably add another filter later. This entire hallway is going to be hatch filters. And then move the food back into the storage box would probably be the play. They don't think be like it is, but it do. Hard to imagine getting all achievements by now. It's a lot more cutthroat. There's a lot that's like required. So it becomes a little bit difficult, 100%. It does become a little bit difficult in that regard. Because it is a race against the clock at that point. Alright, so I will get ready with some of the arbitrary setups. We'll start with a few. I know we were going to want arbitraries, because this is going to help us out for some of the food sustain as well. So... I believe this works. Oh, we could use the optimized pattern. I think we do the optimized pattern. Yeah. Gonna have to do the optimized pattern. Yeah, you gotta need space for both sides. Yeah. Reader's Magic, right? You're right. Theoretically, you could take like a 2-branch loss just for the extra arbitrary. Right? So like overall, it's not as bad because if you do spread them out like this, you're gonna have more dead space for you know, basically because you don't have enough branches, right? So it's a give and take. It depends on how many seeds you have. That's really what it's dependent on. Of course, we got to start top down, so this is not going to be bad. With the hatch ranch here, we're not going to have any more plants, so this should be pretty straightforward. Alright, mine all that out. I do want to keep going lower, but the ice biome's in the way. I don't want to really bop that on the face yet. Okay, so over here, 2 tiles. Let's get rid of the ethanol. I should just pitcher pump from this into here. Or I just mine it and it falls down. Ooh, that could be the play as well. So I guess it will be. We'll just dump it into the saltwater tank at the bottom. And we're going to want to mine these tiles. Hopefully all of the ethanol falls down. Alright. New printables. Ice baby. I'll take that. Okay, so this is done. Alright, so from there we have a flat walking path, and then I could design a ladderway, go all the way up. This is probably where I want the ladderway to be at. And we're not allowed to go through the door anymore. Gotta wear the suits. This is going to be an emergency exit, though. Not going to lie. And then we're going to want to go all the way to the bottom. And then start getting through the oil, lead, diamond, fossil. Over here as well, I do need to take care of this. So I might as well remove the pipelines now, since it's no longer needed. Mine that out. Mine that. Deconstruct those. We'll have to leave the door there, though. The door, the brain. This is looking like a great industrial brick area right here, where the jungle biome is. It's looking like a good spot. I think I do want to just continue all the way in. So I think the best course of action is building out the tiles, lining up here. Let's wait for them to do everything first. Oh, and I need to use Mafic. Gotta use Mafic. L break for legit? Oh, man. See, that doesn't work, though. It's gonna be a large L. Extra large L, dude. Dude, that's gonna be tough. Because the steam and the heat transfer in the L shape is not optimal. It's a 2. How about this? The shape is going to be a square, but we're not going to use the shape of the room as a letter. Instead, we could do things like oh, I forgot. No, we do have it. Oh, we have pixel packs, right? Dude, I'm about to just put pixel packs in, dude. That's going to be the play. We'll put some pixel packs in and do the letters like that. Flashing lights. I was going to say, like, dude, we got to do the pixel packs. That's where it's at. We got to do the pixel packs, man. That's probably going to be ideal, I think. Alright, so once we go through here, we want to mine through. Yeah, I was just going to say pixel packs. I forgot if there were DLC or base game. And I forgot they were part of the automation update. Great update, by the way. Automation update was up there. A lot of cool things came with that. Okay, so I don't have glass. I just realized that. I don't really have power to really deal with that, though. Okay, so we got this. So we need to remove more tiles. Okay, and then it's gonna be like this. I started playing with the recreational update. What's the recreational update? Which one was that one? I kind of wondered, does gas temperature change based on pressure? My gold pump has an overheat of 125, while a natural gas geyser emits at 150. Yet it still doesn't overheat. I put in temp shift plates in the gas chamber to prevent heat spikes. So it depends on a lot of things. Look at it this way. My natural gas right here, even though it comes out at 150 and have insulated tiles here, right here you could see that it's actually not that hot. Now, for the most part, it's an insulated box. Okay. And what about the liquid lock? Is the liquid lock a vacuum lock, or is it a full-on with oil, where you have heat transfer from the outside to the inside? It's a vacuum. Okay. So it's eventually going to reach that temperature. That's actually how it normally works. There's usually something there like the mass of the actually, let's cancel this. And let me sweep this first. There's something there like the mass of the metal inside of your pump. Right here, 200 kilograms, 50 kilograms. That does have a little bit of thermal energy there. The insulated tiles, there has a very little, it's not a lot, but there is a little bit of heat transfer there as well. So the problem with it is only a thing with the heat if you pump out all the gas. Because if I look at it this way, this right here is 34 tiles, right? But actively we have 6 tiles here that are not active, so it's like, what, 28 tiles? 28 times 1,000. That's 28 kilograms right there. And for the most part, when you spawn in at 300 grams, you have 28,000 grams already there. That's evening out the temperature. So that's normally why you have an Atmos sensor in, because if you vacuum the entirety of it, you're eventually going to be quickly heating up to that 150 temperature. So when you spawn in the gas, the other gases eventually just average it out, and then you just pump it out as well. And at that point, it's going to slowly creep up to the 150. So your gold's going to be okay for now. If you want it to work longer, you're going to want to have the box be regular tiles, if you don't mind the heat leaking out. But it will eventually heat up. It will eventually heat up. A lot of the times, it just has to do with, you know, the thermal conductivity, how it's slow or fast. But it should eventually heat up. What's up, Genesis? How are you? Just got a Dutch ad for some reason. Nowhere near the Netherlands. Maybe you got that VPN, dude. Does claim an area in the city redemption also includes roads, or is it just districts and buildings? I don't have roads on, so you could name a road, but nothing happens because we don't play with the roads on. That's the problem. So you could see it, but yeah, I'll probably have steel by then. Yeah, that's usually what you'll want to do. Eventually, upgrade to steel when possible, so it never becomes a problem. So yes, you could pick a road, but I don't display roads in my game, so it becomes, you know, feels bad, man. Oh, I can't do the corner. Feels bad. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah. That it's not worth to name a road. Nope, it's not, man. Not worth, not worth. Right, we'll wait for these guys to hatch. We're not going to add more meal lice. I think it's fine for right now. And then we'll start trimming this. A lot of the ethanol spilled in. Good stuff, good stuff. That means we could completely fix this part. And then we got to seal this up. As Doc Brown once said, where we're going, we don't need roads. What does that even mean? Yo, Uglarvisk, thank you so much. What is, thank you so much. Uglarvisk, hope you're doing well. When I say thank you so much, I was reading something else. Hope you're doing well. Welcome on in. I'm just going to be lurking while sleeping. Gotcha, Genesis. We'll see you next time. You're welcome, Lohi, man. I was thinking about something else. My bad, my bad. Ah, that's a Back to the Future reference. Was that before they went to the Wild West? Why don't you need roads in the Wild West? Is there reasoning for that? There weren't any. Oh, okay, okay. Alright, so... Alright, do I have any stuck eggs anywhere? Oh, right here, because this isn't connected. Oh, right here is where the stuck is. Ah, damn. Okay. I forget about that. So, I think I have them come down into here. And then this goes through. This goes through. And then we have to have a jank setup. We gotta have the double-double. Only at in and out. I forgot about the overflow set. And that loops back in. Oh, but then it just keeps looping here. Oh, that's the problem. That means this is not correct. Because it needs to come through to the side. So that means I go through here. Ideally, I want to go all the way down here. And that it is already a bridge setup, so it just comes in. There we go. Hopefully I could reach everything there. We could stand up top for that. We have some ladders on the side. We could come in from the right side as well. I think on the top right here, I can't reach some of the spots. So I guess I wouldn't mind a disconnect here and a couple of ladders. So it would be here, 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 probably. Wouldn't that give top priority? Not that it matters. Yeah, we have 20 cycles. I don't think it's a big deal. And even if we lose an egg, it's not that bad. It's not like there's shovels or anything like that. Alright, I do want to take more dupes. I wouldn't mind it. Tidier, researcher, doctor. I have like 5 doctors already. This guy could cook, which is probably pretty good. We'll take the Devon. What's the best way to cool water, like from a water vent to make oxygen? Cooling water to make oxygen. So Precept MC, why are you trying to cool down water to make oxygen? You're most of the time better off converting the water into oxygen first and then cooling it down with a radiator box. If that makes sense. Yeah, you cool the O2 output. You can cool down water, but after you split it into oxygen, hydrogen, oxygen is a lot easier to cool down. So theoretically, you should just feed it in and then cool it afterwards. Just because of the specific heat capacity is about 4 factors lower. Because water, in our case... Where do I have water? How can... There we go. Water has specific heat capacity of 4.179. Transferring it into oxygen first cuts your workload by 4. So it's a lot better to cool down the oxygen first. So I hope that helps, man. But yeah, it's yeah, you're better off just chilling out the oxygen. Alright, we'll mine this out, get away with that. Working on the ladder way down, all the way to the bottom of the map. Should help out the dupes, gives them something to do. I might want to start clearing out this area, just completely. It's probably going to be a good idea. And then this is not storing anything. I could probably just remove all of this. Now, the reason I ask why is because I want to get an idea of the train of thought. Not that you're doing anything wrong. It's just, you know, you might not know you have better options. Maybe you didn't consider the specific heat capacity of the elements. You know, it's perfectly fine. Sometimes, though, I do want to see what your thought process is. Like, why that instead of the other one? And a lot of the times it's just, oh, you didn't think about it, and that's perfectly fine. I am curious, though. I gotta approach the problem from different angles sometimes to get a better solution. That could be it. That could be it. Or maybe just forgot to compare the actual stats of the elements. But that's not like a bad thing. It just, you know, maybe they just like to tackle everything head on. Like as a new player, you don't know the stats, or maybe you're not a min-maxer, so you just don't consider it. That's perfectly fine as well. Yeah, that is true. And then you just take everything as equal, right? I would do that the same way. Take everything as equal. And then because of that, it's like, you know, maybe I make some bad decisions, but, you know, I get to live with it and learn from it. So, like, if I was in that point, I would probably do the same thing. Electrolyzer generates gas at least 75. So the input for that is, if you have water inputting in less than 70 degrees, it's going to try to heat it up to 70. And a lot of the times, if the area around it is cold, or there's a large mass of area around it that's not cold but cooler than the 70 output, it's typically going to be a little bit less than 70. However, if you add in water that's hotter than 70, it's typically going to be at the temperature of the input temperature of the water liquid. So if your water's coming in at 95, you're probably going to get 95 degrees oxygen, but cooling down oxygen is 4 times easier. So a lot of the times it's very negligible. And it really comes down to if you have gold or not. So that's another thing. Maybe Precept doesn't have gold or steel yet. So they were worried that if they feed in the hot water, they wouldn't be able to actually keep the electrolyzers and the pumps cool enough. That could be a thing. That could be a thing. In terms of, you know, what we were trying to consider. You see the Mamba. He's doing what the Mamba does best. Nap like a precious little kitty cat. Oh, this is not reachable from here. My bad. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that. But yeah, there could be a lot of reasonings to it. Not having certain resources is definitely one of them. Because I don't have gold in my playthrough. So I had to run a cool slush geyser right here over my liquid output to make it so that my pumps over here never overheat. As a result, I pre-chill my hydrogen and oxygen, so my heating box, cooling box right here is not really utilized that often. You have a kitten that's white with blue eyes. Is it a ragdoll? Dude, I want to have a ragdoll. I heard ragdolls just look beautiful for some reason. The white, black, and blue. Some ragdolls are all white. Some ragdolls are like shades of black. And they also have this feature that looks like they're wearing eyeshadow. They have the dark colors around their eyes sometimes. Looks like they're wearing makeup. You feel me with that, Castapava? It feels like that sometimes. Like, man, is this cat wearing makeup? What the hell? Can't sleep during the full moon. Just can't. This guy's a werewolf, boys. Genesis. Are you from Transylvania? Maybe you're a vampire. All I know is that I see you over there. Werewolf he is, boys. Watch out. I'm a were-dragon? Yeah, man, come on. You got the wrong verbiage. Dragonkin. Dragonkin. That's the wrong verbiage, my dude. That cool box, the box of water used to cool the O2 gents. Are you just running the water through it before you put it in the electrolyzer and using the difference SXC and the water O2 to keep it cool? This box. So the cool box, the water you're running below your O2 gens. Are you running the water through it before you put it into the electrolyzer? Okay, so the reason why we're running the water through it from the cool steam vent right here, cool slush geyser, I mean, is because if I sieve this, the water freezes, and I can't use this as a water resource to fuel in the electrolyzers. So because it's a little bit too low, I'm running this in as a coolant so we could heat it up. That's the only reason I'm running the cool slush liquids in through here. Now, ideally, we're running an aqua tuner box right here in the cooling box. We're running water here, and it's exactly as you say. Not only is water a better element in terms of cooling down the gases running through here, it's also the water pipes carry 10 times the volume, or mass, I'm sorry. So we have 10 kilograms per pipeline, and this is 1 kilogram per pipeline. So because of each bubble being 10 factors smaller, the water ends up bullying the temperature of the gas. So whatever temperature come in, it immediately chills to the temperature. Why not dump the cold pea water to heat it up? Or does it not dump enough cold? So the reason why I didn't want to use the cool slush -10 to cool down this box is because I want to have an indefinite setup. At some point, I might need to tap into the water for something else. And if that happens, you know, it's always going to mean that, you know, this is always going to work. I have better temperature control. If this becomes dormant, I have some problems with that. It's just a little bit more of a... Oh, what the hell is this? Why is this insulated? Oh, who the fuck jebaited me? Aw, come on, dude. Who did that? That's maximum rude right there. Alright, man, we gotta fix that, boys. Someone bopped my pipelines. Who the hell, man? That needs to be aluminum. I made you look at it so closely. All good, man. You pointed out the flaws. You don't have to be sorry about that. You helped me, man. We get a little bit of efficiency just like that. Water's all you gotta be chill or else. It's the truth, man. It is what it is. Alright, we're gonna fix that. We already have ladders inside. It's fine. We gotta pick up the stone right there as well. We're flooding? Oh, right there, huh? That's not bad. We could mine this out. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Penalty box. Having the... this is never gonna fail setup. As long as I have power. So in that regard, this is technically a little bit better for me. Alright, so I do need to start gravitating towards this way. And then 1, 2, 3. So we can mine all of that. So I should just trim this and then trim this right there. That should be not too bad. And then I do want to trim this. I could climb up and do all that. Cool, cool. Back down to here. The ladder's at the bottom. Oh, yes, boys. You know what that means? It is time to go into the oil biome. Okay, so one of the first things I'm going to do is crack into the frozen core. So this could cool down the oil biome relatively easily. So I am going to build a tile here. Actually, no. We're going to mine this part. So all the liquids go down. We're gonna have to have a way to climb back up. Once that happens and the liquids spill in, I could have a dig tunnel straight down into the oil. I might not even go through the ice. I might just have like the tile exposed. Because I don't want to freeze the oil and then have to dig it up. That's gonna be a bad time. Alright, cool, cool. A lot of mining is getting done, which is good. Gotta mine out the salt biomes. Y'all know what it is. Alright, alright. Alright, all the doors are ready. Dude, the army of dupes are coming in. All my builders letting me know what it is. I could actually do 2 tiles here. Oh no, that doesn't line up. Never mind. Natural tiles, baby. I'm not gonna be like Cthulhu and get the buildable tiles mod. Never ever. I'm excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow's lunch is pasta with sauce made from mushrooms we picked from the forest today. Oh, dude, that sounds bomb. That sounds pretty bomb. So here's the thing. Is the general opinion of mushrooms that people enjoy mushrooms? Because I'm not gonna lie, man. I am not a fan. Like to me, for whatever reason, there is like this taste, like this fungi taste. That's an aftertaste. Like, initially eating mushrooms is fine, but I have this aftertaste that tastes like the smell of mushrooms, and I can't palate it. It makes me want to throw up. Y'all know what I'm talking about, man? With the mushrooms? So it's like, I could have mushrooms if it's cooked thoroughly. Like, there's this aftertaste. I can't put a finger on how to really describe it. I thought you would like mushrooms because you're such a fun guy. Hey, I see you over there. Natural tile mod seems cheaty than the door trick. It is. It is. But it's another mod to manage if I get a, DLC kappa. I love the flavor of mushrooms. I just can't eat them. I feel you with that, Razor Smash. Freshly picked mushrooms are the best. Mushroom season is only fall. I see. You love mushrooms, huh? Mushrooms and corn. 2 favorite things ever. Ooh. I like the approach of dripping liquid glass into algae debris to make dirt tiles. That works too. That works too. Nothing wrong with that. That also works. See, the thing is that that's just a lot of work of moving algae, specifically amounts on each tile, and then piping out glass, and then moving the pipe, and then moving the pipe, and then moving the pipe, right? Like, it works. It's just so much work. Like, don't get me wrong, man. I'm willing to do it, but I think the door trick is a lot less hassle. Try shiitake. Is it not as bad of that fungi flavor that I'm talking about? I've never had a lot of mushrooms. I don't know the differences between the different kinds, to be honest. Like, there'd be a good chance I'd probably eat mushrooms and I'd trip, like with the psychedelic mushrooms, and then they'd put me in the hospital and be like, these mushrooms are good, these mushrooms are bad. And I'd be telling the nurse, man, they all look the same. What are you talking about? Not gonna lie, I'd be like, dude, they all look the same, man. I can't tell the difference. This guy's a decorator with interior decorator. That's pretty good. cheerful taste buds. This guy is just high morale all around. All right, we'll take Rowan. We're gonna increase the amount of dupes. All right, so 2 of these guys are all right. I think the shipping is fine now. So it could go into here. Yes, we have some hatch eggs in there. Oh, dude, look at that. So many hatch eggs. We're in. I see Robo Jumper. It is satisfying, though. Makes natural dirt blocks, which is feels like, you know, to the new player, it feels like you calculated that. Looks really good, too. I like natural tiles mods for repairing biomes, since I like preserving them. Yeah, I could see that. Do you guys think they're ever going to make it so that they make natural tiles, kind of like a base game thing? Allows you to build them? Does it sound far-fetched that I know which mushrooms are edible? I grew up and lived basically in the forest, picking mushrooms to tradition. So I just know. I don't know who taught me, but basically like distinguish between the poisonous ones and edible ones. That's honestly, it's an acquired skill. And you really get that from experience, I feel like. Not that it's insane, but I mean, if you're in that environment and you have the opportunity to do that and you like mushrooms, it's not really that far-fetched, I don't think. It becomes a thing of, you know, how much do you really like mushrooms? That's really what I think it comes down to. But for wild farming, I still use non-cheating mechanics. I see you, man. I be cheating hard, boys. I'm sorry. What kind of grocery store is going to getting the psychedelic? No, man. Like, if you find some mushrooms in the forest. Like, if I go mountain climbing. And, you know. Like, I heard, man, there's some crazy stuff going on. There's some very expensive mushrooms that people, like, camp out with dogs and stuff. And they have guns and shit. It's wild, man. One major advice is area. Don't touch the red mushrooms. Gotcha. It should have been ability from the start. I see that. I wonder why though they didn't want to incorporate that and still haven't. Honestly, the only kind of tile that should be buildable would be dirt. But how much of dirt would require would be up to debate. Oh yeah, that's true too. That could be a thing. It's a skill I learned in the Boy Scouts. Hey, Boy Scouts. If you see thick brown caps, check the bottom. I see you over there, Genesis. This guy has the strats. Is typical cold temperature on the surface due to any persistent effects? Or is it really because it generates that really cold temperature? Wait, Gun Griffin, what are you talking about? Are you talking about the surface of the map? Like, what are we talking about here? The typical cold temperature on the surface due to any persistent effect, or is it because it's generated at a really cold temperature? If you're talking about the space ice, that's basically the biome between the top level abyssalite and then between your base on the spaced out DLC, that's just because it's spawned in at a low temperature. Nothing in this game has a persistent effect when it regards to temperature. It's because of the thermal mass of everything that's made up of it, and also the spawn-in temperature, if that makes sense. So if you mine it out and start heating it up, it's just going to become a normal area. And it's not going to try to stay cold. If that's what you're thinking, no, it doesn't work like that. It's just normal biome. And it's because there's a lot of cold tiles there that it stays cold. Portobello mushrooms are your fave? I see. I don't even know what kind of mushrooms I've had when I've had mushrooms. Truffles. Yeah, I think it was truffles. They had, like, dogs, and they have, like, spots, because they have to grow, like, wildly. I don't know how that works. You don't have a favorite mushroom, just eat it if it's edible. I'm gonna go pick mushrooms in Skyrim. What a guy, dude. 20 grams of fresh black truffle. It's like $23. Damn. Is that expensive? I'm not even sure. I don't know what 20 grams is. Is that like a lot of mushrooms? Unless there's a geyser outputting the cold outlet. That too. That could happen as well. A permanent hot biome would be on top. That would how it worked. Infinite heat energy. I know, right? Imagine if the sunlight was heating up the surface of the map. That'd be kind of wild. Black truffle is $100 a pound. Oh, damn. Didn't know. That's not a lot. Okay. Dude, man. The difference between a fishing rod and a bow staff is the thickness of the rod. Like, literally. That's all it is. So, I'm not that surprised. Level 1 wolves, man. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For now, I guess if we do 5 wild farms. The only thing is I don't have temperature range here. Cool enough. And that's because there's a lot of heat from the top. Size of my thumb is about 20 grams of it. Oh, that sucks. That sucks, man. That's not a lot. How much is saffron per pound? Is saffron just mad expensive? Like, that shit is, like, worth more than gold, right? I remember reading some of the reports like that. It's worth more than gold. You gotta bring Mamba, the truffle sniffer. Dude, imagine. Mamba knows. The special ability of Mamba, able to smell out truffles. He would be the most wanted kitty cat in the world, man. Easily. I've never fished in Skyrim, actually. I never actually checked that out. That's not bad. Saffron is crazy expensive, since its only way to produce it is by pulling the 3 stems per flower by hand with manual labor. Oh, crap. Holy crap, dude. Saffron has a very unique taste, though, right? I've never had saffron, so I don't actually know. Okay, so this got mined out. I probably should be okay to mine this out now. Alright, so I think we'll do a couple of weird setups here. Here to here to here, and then we go across this way. And I do want to break it through this space. No, I think it's going to be bad, because this is going to push out regardless. Alright, we'll just do it like now, for now though. Black pigs for finding truffles. They're trained for them. Oh, interesting. It's kind of like in Stardew Valley, man. You get the pigs, they find truffles for you. Rich yellow color. Interesting. I thought saffron was pink-red. Am I thinking about something else? Isn't there also this berry in the Pacific Northwest that can't be farmed on a commercial scale? Are you talking about the acai berry? The mythical berry that they're able to make wine with and use it for a pyramid scheme? I've seen that before. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. I don't know if that's from there, though. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Oh, man, there's this rare berry, dude, that if you drink it every day, extends your life. And it's a wine, so it's delicious. So why not buy a case of this superfood? The acai berry superfood. You can check it out, man. Don't have to believe me. I'm just kidding, you guys. That's just a typical pyramid scheme spiel that they give you. Oh, man, this is gonna be great, man. You'll live longer. You get to see your kids, grandkids. Just putting out all of these things out there, man. Acai pyramids? No. There was a specific wine that's made from acai berry that they pushed as a pyramid scheme. Not that that berry in and of itself is it. It's more so that it was used as part of one. So it's not that, like, you know. It's kind of like how, what's the best way to describe it? It's kind of like how... Damn, there's no way to describe it. It's like if it wasn't acai berry wine and it was something like gummy bears, It's not that gummy bears are a fraud or anything like that, but more so they just happen to be the product of it. But don't take my word for it. Did they actually say that on Reading Rainbow? Dude, it feels bad. I don't even remember that. Saffron stems are reddish, but they give yellow color to food. Wait, what? Wait, well, when you add saffron to water, doesn't it turn a little bit reddish? Huckleberry. Oh, that's actually a food? I thought that was a story. Huckleberry Finn. Wasn't that a book? Oh, crap, I just lagged. Alright, so we're gonna plant that after we could get this area cool down. Probably gonna need an aqua tuner or just open this up. Yep, also a story. Gotcha, gotcha. And then I think because this area is gonna be mined out soon, we're gonna try to convert this into a spawn area with the salt water. Named after the berry, apparently. Okay, okay. Saffron's more orange IMO than red, and then dilutes to a yellow. Interesting. Gummy bears bounding here, and there's and everywhere. Wait, what? Is that part of the commercial? 380L, man. I see you over there. What's good, man? Okay, so I do need a spawn here. And I think with the saltwater spill design, I think it's going to be fine. So let's say we want it coming down this way. Oh, it's immediately left. That's actually great. 80s kid, lol. Yo, man, they know. He's an 80s kid. Alright, so it's going to spill down into here. Interesting. Oh, it's a TV theme song. Best theme song ever. Damn. This cat? That's my cat. He's hiding behind the sheets, man. Gummy bears are culture here. It's because Haribo is a German company. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. I love that show. Oh my god, dude. It's so throwback that I don't even know what you guys are talking about, man. Feels young, man. Feels young. I feel like I'm part of the new Zoomer generation. What is these old heads talking about, Kappa? I don't know what he's talking about. Alright, mop some stuff up. Okay, boomer. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Aside from the internet usage, I've never heard someone say okay, boomer in real life. I've never heard someone actually say that in real life. Trust me, you don't want to be part of the new generations. I feel that, Templar. I feel that, man. I'm an older millennial. I don't even know what age group I'm a part of. Someone told me I'm a Zoomer. Someone told me I'm a millennial. Someone told me I'm Gen Z. Someone told me I'm Gen X. I'm just like, I'm not even sure, man. It is what it is. Alright, so we're going to make a weird setup with the salt water from right here. And I think it's going to work out well. I just don't need to prepare it. I just need to prepare it. Definitely not Gen X. A Gen Z has two sides, 93 to 07. 07 to 13. 13 is that Tide Pod. Oh, God. I remember that. You're a millennial. Yeah, I'm before both of those times in terms of years. I'm before both of those. So I'm definitely not Gen Z then. I'll take that. I probably want to use this then. I'm the millennial part. Lol. Dude, it happens, man. It's okay. It's okay, man. Nothing wrong with being millennial. It's perfectly fine. Alright, so taking advantage of the spillway here. How do I want to do this? I could probably fit the spawn into here. I'm not too worried about it. And then maybe I want to work my way to the right. So we have this here. I probably have to redo my ladder though. I feel with that, Templar. It happens, man. Usually people growing up around the year 2000. Interesting. I feel millennials are older than everyone tries to make it out to be, that they should be. I remember when people thought millennials were part of the boomer generation. And I was like, dude, I'm a boomer. And I was like, that's kind of weird. Am I really a boomer? And like when that was coming out and people were coming out with the new labels and stuff. And I was like, oh shit, I'm a boomer. And I was like trying to figure it out. Like, oh shit, dude, I'm a boomer. I need to understand what this even means. It was a little bit weird, but it is what it is. Alright, so I think we have to... Okay, so this is above everything. Oh, that's perfect. So this is going to be on top. Yeah. So let's do this. And this doesn't actually have to be a tile. So we'll replace that. That's going to be fine. These are already okay. We could demolish some of these buildings or just leave it there. I don't see why anyone needs to be classified. You should be happy to move. Honestly, I feel the same way. It's just that you start hearing it and you start wondering. It's really what it came from for me. Sometimes you're curious, you know? Baby boomers. Yeah, baby boomers. Boomers has two meanings. Baby boomers and just bad with technology. You forget the third meaning. When people started calling people boomers, I was like, oh shit, is Earthbound, is Gunbound popular again? Y'all ever play Gunbound, dude? There's a character in there called the Boomer, and it throws a boomerang. And I used to love playing with that class. Yo, man, that stuff was amazing. Because you would hit the wind angles and get the hooks. Oh, man, it was so satisfying. It felt like you had mastery of the airspace. Dude, the boomer class, man, they was legit, dude. I will say that they was legit. And then I realized they're talking about something else. I was like, oh, feels bad, man. Yeah, you gotta hit it, man. It was so good. Sniper of the game for real, yeah, man. There's so many angles. You go for the single digits from 90, so you go like 90 to 81 degrees for the high up angle. And then there was the actual hook shots that were pretty good. Oh, man. A boomer is also one of the Cylons in Battlestar Galactica. Oh, shit. The back shots? Yeah, man. All the back shots. Get the bonus points. It was such a good farming class because of the money you get from the bonus back shots and stuff like that. It was so good, man, back in the days. Boomer is a Sega game character that throws snot and farts as a jetpack. That sounds like something from like Earthward Jim, dude. Dude, that wasn't even it. When Cash Shop had aimbot, that was what ruined the game for me. When they had Cash Shop aimbot, dude, I was like, okay, that's it. Can't play this no more. They have Cash Shop aimbot? Yeah, I'm not happy with that. Like, you could literally go to the Cash Shop and buy a thing that aims for you. And at that point, I was like, I can't play this anymore. There's literally people that could always never miss. And they would do crazy shit. Like, they would play the turtle. Right? They would play the turtle that shoots the dual water blasts. And if you know how the turtle works, if you do a high angle shot, you could have both of those water shots stack on top of each other for max damage. Oh, dude. That shit was mad broken. And it was just like, dude, what the hell's going on? Why is this guy too, man? Ah. But I'm not gonna lie, man. It was all about JD, the cake bot, and Boomer class. Those were the best. Cakebot and Boomer, dude. The classics. Alright, so really quick, we're going to be building a infinite spill storage for the saltwater geyser right here. Ideally, I'm going to want to actually break through the ice biome because I kind of have to. So we'll climb up this way. I'll probably have to start climbing up from the side or something and start getting through that area. And we're probably just going to have to mine this out. I need to make a spillway. So we're going to make a open spill. This is just going to spill to the left and fall straight down. And then we're going to capture it at the bottom. So that way I could just pump it from right here. And not actually have to pump and make a pipeline from the top. That's going to make it a little bit easier for us. The only thing we need to do is kind of make this a little bit better. So we will have to build where the ladder is. So I need to relocate this ladder specifically. And I'm thinking I'm probably going to do it right here. So we're going to remove the ladder from here down probably. And then we could build a design afterwards. Now we have a little bit of idleness too. I do want to go to the oil biome really quick. We'll set this up. We want to crack our way into the bottom. So I think what we're going to want to do is this. Crack that in. I can't go that way. I have to go this way. And then we go in like that. So we're able to climb down, get a little bit of exploration done, but mainly I just want to crack open the frozen core. That way we'll be able to start using this area at minus 100 degrees Celsius to start cooling down the oil biome. Theoretically, I don't think the oil biome stands a chance, and I have to hope that we don't freeze the oil. Has anyone ever caught a pygmy sunfish? Yo man, this guy's a fisherman. Mop the water first so it doesn't freeze the pan. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. We'll mop it up later on. And if it's mopped up as the ice cube, I think it's not going to freeze into a diggable tile, but we'll have to see, depending on the water amounts. Oh, it's grams. Yeah, we should be fine. It might also just not spill. Yeah, only the oil spills through because the oil is standing on there. I just updated my BIOS and it said 3 years out of date, and they said major security vulnerabilities. Oh man, Cthulhu man. I'm hoping Hacker Man wasn't dabbling on your PC stuffs. Hey man, better late than never though. Better late than never. It's good that you did it now, and hopefully it's not a problem. Oh hey dude, that's all a vacuum. That's not bad. Dude, man, I'm scared of Hacker Man. I saw him at Best Buy the other day wearing the Matrix. Oh, this is overheating. What the hell? Looks like we just found this. Alright, so this is just gonna have to break. We can't deal with that. This is one of my annoyances with the base game. You spawn in the neurovacillator with a battery, and the battery always overheats in the oil biome. That's one thing I wish they kind of fixed. That shouldn't be a thing, to be honest. I had to enable something to get compatibility for Windows 11. Oh, you upgraded to Windows 11? How was that, man? I was honestly a little bit reluctant to upgrade, so I actually haven't yet. How's the Windows 11, man? I haven't gotten it yet, sadly. Okay, so infinite storage. We're going to want to cap this up, so we'll do that. We're also going to do 4. Actually, no. We want to cap it up, but we do need the ladders to build here. So the water should spill into the tank. I think we're going to have a reverse flow. So we're going to have a 2-space gap, so we could actually have the water flow in. And then let's give it 10 tiles. That should be good enough. And then from here, we need to have liquid. So this is a tile. And then technically this should be a door. But if I fold it into itself, I don't think it has to be. Oh, you haven't gotten it upgraded. I just want it to be ready. Oh shit. Are they discontinuing Windows 10 support like they did with what was it? What was the other one they did? They took off support for, what is it? Windows XD? XD? No, it's XP, right? XD like the face. Are they gonna take out support, man? Feels bad. Actually, let me look at this, because I do want this to be like a box shape. I do have... Oh! Yo, F. I forgot something. XP, dude. Unsupported for a long time now. Yeah, man. XD? Yo, my bad, my bad. I forgot the name of it. Is it just me, or is legit speaking moon runes to everyone else? Moon runes? What do you mean? Am I can you not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Is that what's happening? XP went full X. That's true. Windows 10. That's the letter X. I never really picked that out, but yeah, that's true. That's a thing, man. Windows 10 isn't sunset yet. Internet Explorer, yeah, rip Internet Explorer. That got patched, dude. That got patched out. They don't think it'd be like it is, man, but it do. Really do be like that sometimes. Wait, so that's 4 tiles long? Is that actually just 4 tiles long? I have one here. Oh, it is. Okay. X prototype. This is wrong, actually. It needs to be right here. Yeah. So we get that. We get that. And then we get this. Dude, Edge is cool, dude. Microsoft Edge is mad cool. Oh, man. Imagine using a Microsoft Edge. IE has one purpose, downloading downloading Google Chrome. Dude, feels bad. That's technically true. I actually want to seal it up here, which feels like not a great idea. Dude, man, back in the days, I used Netscape. Y'all remember Netscape, dude? We didn't even hear that got patched out. It just randomly one day Netscape is gone. Alright, so with this, I think I will have to deconstruct some of the tiles here. It's all about Netscape Navigator. Cthulhu knows, man. Cthulhu knows. Instead of using Google, we use Ask Jeeves. Back in the days, man. Good luck, Genesis. Have fun with the fish. I had a hard time distinguishing between when I am imagining to use Microsoft Edge and when I'm imagining walking across hot coals and juggling clumps of broken glass while chewing habanero peppers. Wearing goggles full of bleach. Damn, dude. Feels bad, Rook. Feels bad, man. Sounds like it's a travesty, for lack of better words. I'm gonna keep this open for now until I'm ready to do the spillway strat. I still need the tile there, though. And then I will want a gold pump here. Yo, man, it's not that bad, right? Rook? I mean, it sounds bad. I don't think it's that bad, right? Forget about having salt rain down on you during that. No, it's not that bad. Right? It's not that bad, man. Not that bad. Netscape was great before Google came. It was a proper browser. 56K modem in the house, dude. It's all about the net zero free trials, man. If you had the CD, dude, you had unlimited free trials. Those were the days. This guy hates the rain, feels bad. It's an acceptable alternative whenever I need to confirm that Google Chrome isn't broken. Oh, man. I got Firefox for that. Alright, so we're going to have to trap 2 gases in here. It's probably not going to be too bad. Oh, man, I'm so full. This guy? Did you get the unlimited pancakes? Opera? I've only heard of Opera after the iPhone came out. Where's the wide people fat emote? Maximum slots, dude. I don't have enough slots for that. Don't have enough slots? Feels bad, man. Waffle House or bus? Yo, man. This guy went to IHOP. This guy went to IHOP, dude. No Waffle House in here. Alright, so with this, that's a tile. We should be able to go down to here. We'll have a temporary ladder here, just in case. And then once we get this, we'll have to climb through the lock every time. More like Awful House. Damn! I've never been to it, so I don't know, man. Is it really that bad? Alright, so we could seal this up soon. And this is going to be oil. We'll just use one bottle for now. Disappointed, Cthulhu. They're disappointed in you, man. Is this still needed? It's probably not. It's cold enough over here. We'll leave it, though. And then how's the work at the bottom? Alright, we got the initial dig. We also got the initial oil. I probably need to start moving this, to be honest. I don't know how I would move it, though. Because I want to crack this open. I guess we could have... Because it goes down like this. We could do this. And have a little bit of the oil touch that. No, isn't that a bad idea? Yeah, isn't that a bad idea? I guess mining out this way would be the play. Yeah, so I think what I'll want to do is build a tile here. And then build a tile next to it. And then have all this oil spill into here. So let me seal this up before we actually do that. Waffles do be pretty poggers. Pecan waffle with the hash brown bowl. Dude, anytime I go get breakfast, dude, the best breakfast of all time has to be country fried steak and eggs. Like, with hash browns, like, that's the business, man. That's the business. Country fried steak and eggs. Like, you can't go wrong with that. It's just mad delicious. I don't know what to tell you guys. With some buttered grits? That better be jalapeno cheese, man. I see you over there, Genesis. Have some fun. Unlucky. Pulled the pit pick. Cycle 34 after restarting. Damn. What starting asteroid is this? This is the Arboria start. So the thing is that I also have subsurface ocean as a modifier and frozen core. So the biggest problem with this is that I don't have oil. I don't have gold. So we have to go for steel for pretty much anything that overheats. And then I don't have any heat. So I can't boil my oil. Luckily for us, we have this. We found a volcano, full size. So this is going to be my petroleum boiler for a lot of my rocketry fuel we're going to have to use later on. But yeah, this is a Arboria start right now. Alright, so this area needs a little bit of O2. I probably should help it out a little bit. I should probably start pumping out some more oxygen. Oil boil? No, just a regular petroleum boiler. Because the problem is that you're going to need to use a lot of petroleum for the rocketry stuff. And the oil refinery, you put in 10 kilograms of oil, you get 5 kilograms of petroleum. So because I'm after more petroleum, boiling it ourselves is going to give us a 1-to-1 rate instead of 2-to-1. So that's just really what it is. I just don't want to lose half of the oil. Good news is that we have a lot of oil, so maybe we could use the oil refinery route if we're actually lazy. But I'll probably want to build a petroleum boiler. For reference, I was playing in another save, didn't pull a single pip or pip egg for 200 cycles. Dude, that's rough, man. That is rough. I'm over here with the natural pips hanging out. We got the smooth baby. That's tough stuff, man. That is tough stuff. I've never seen a sour gas boiler. I really don't understand how they work. Okay. How about this? Casey James. Once we get sour gas, I'll make a sour gas boiler. Once we get sour gas, I'm sorry. Once we get super coolant, I'll make a sour gas boiler. A lot of the times, using super coolant makes it a lot easier to make more of a industrial, constantly running sour gas setup to make into natural gas. But we could use that as one of our goals. That's perfectly fine. I don't mind it. It could be done with oil. That's why I'm interested. Oh yeah, you would flash oil directly into petroleum, directly into sour gas. But the supercoolant is because of the temperatures we're trying to get to. So sour gas, what you need to do is you need to bring the temperature down to negative 161. That's technically the hard part. Because when you get sour gas, you're at 550 degrees. Typically, because you go petroleum. And that boils into sour gas around 550, right? 540 with the state change, give or take. So when that happens, you know, it becomes a thing where how do you bring it down to minus 161? If you can bring it down to minus 161, it's easy time. Usually, if you don't want to use supercoolant, that means you're utilizing something called the thermal regulator and using hydrogen. The problem with that is it's really slow. It's really, really slow. The thermal regulator did get patched recently. I didn't even know there was a heat transfer glitch with this, but it should make it a little bit better. But I'm not gonna lie, man. It's very slow if you do want to use this. It's a lot better with supercoolant. So once I get supercoolant, I can make a design, show it off, and answer any questions about it. You could also use this building. I don't know how it compares, but the anti-entropy thermal nullifier that's in the ice biome, this building right here that you feed in hydrogen, since it does bring the temperature down to minus 173, you could use this as well as your method of actually cooling down sour gas. There is a design that utilizes the building as well. So you do have theoretically some options. But you would have to have that in a good position. That's the biggest problem with this. If you don't have this close by to a heat source, so you don't get the boiling and cooling like next to each other, transferring the gas is just, it's a nightmare. Can you get hydrogen from a sour gas boiler? No, you cannot. It's only natural gas. Only natural gas. So that's because methane becomes natural gas. That's the only way for you to get the resource. And the ratio of how much liquid petroleum and how much natural gas you need to convert into power, it's just a lot more efficient to have the 90 grams of natural gas becomes 800 watts versus 2 kilograms of petroleum to get 2000 watts. That's 1 to 1, and this is like 1 to 10. So this is a lot more efficient in terms of heat power transfer from a resource. So that's actually why natural gas generators and sour gas boilers are lucrative. It's because this is just more efficient by, I think it's like 10 factor almost. 9 factor, a little bit less than that. 8.7, 8.8. Got the fish, congrats, man. All right, so this is good. Let's turn this off. I think this is fine. We'll remove that. And then we'll have to build a tile here to do the spread. Okay, so we're gonna make this infinite storage. So next to that, I want to have a spawn. I'm probably gonna have that on the left side right here, right side right here. My colonies usually spiral out of my control at 25 cycles in. I think my longest was 40. Oh, if that's the case, you're biting a lot more than you could chew. Because you should not even be looking at sour gas boilers, because that's something you do 1,000 cycles in, roughly. So if you have some struggles in the very early stage, I would recommend not looking at too many of the late game builds, because it's one of the things where it's like the attention span is not attention span. The attention to what you need to do is kind of placed elsewhere than where you actually need it. Because if you look at the long-term goal like that, building a sour gas boiler for some efficiency, it becomes a thing where it's like, well, getting to that point is kind of the tough part, right? Yeah, if you need some help, man, I'd recommend checking out some of the early playthroughs. There we go. That's a vacuum. Nice. Razor Smash coming in with the recommendation. Appreciate that. Alright, so this is going to be saltwater. Refinement here. Salinator gold. Change that to this way. And then easy pipe. Thank you for the plugs, you guys. Appreciate the love. Alright, so we're breaking through to here. I need to mine out the ice over here now. I'm sorry, K-Kun. We're gonna have to take away your bed. First 100 cycles should be taming some sort of infinite water source for bristleberry, infinite freezer, maybe steel. No, it's half, right? In the first 100 cycles, you're not taming water for food or freezer or even steel. You need a water source for oxygen. That's the main thing. A lot of times, you're trying to generate or find a way to produce infinite oxygen, because that's a lot of times the first thing that goes. Throughout the entire playthrough of Oni, you're always going to have to deal with K-Cow balancing. And so because of that, K-Cows are not as important because you're constantly going to need food. Whereas oxygen, you're always going to need it because at some point you're going to run out of algae or even rust, depending on what kind of oxygen source you have. My brain forgot. All good, Templar. All good. No worries, man. All right, so what kind of gases do I have here? Oh, easy infinite spill. Let's go. So once this happens, I just need to vacuum out this room. So we'll just pump everything out. Everything just goes out to here. We'll get the plastic vents. And then we just need a little bit of power. Hit him with some juice. Oh, crap. Just like that. That worked out so well. GG. Dude, man. Sometimes you just get lucky. Always lucky as a streamer. Is that going to break? Never. This water drop is never going to move. This water drop is never going to move. So it's never going to break. Something is happening, man. I'm hearing, like, things knocking around. Give me a sec, you guys. That was weird. Felt like something was knocking on the wall from the outside of the house. I don't know. Alright, I'm just gonna ignore it. Alright, so we need to turn off the saltwater dump. For now, we're gonna be fine. Dude, I hate woodpeckers. I hate woodpeckers, man. I don't have anything against the woodpecker bird. But when they pack into trees and they leave the holes in the trees, dude, I have trypophobia. So me looking at the trees that get damaged by the woodpeckers, man, it like, I get anxiety, man. I'm like, oh, shit, dude. I can't deal with it, man. I hate woodpeckers. I wouldn't be able to live in an area with them because the trees would be something I just wouldn't be able to look at. Or I'd be just focused on the trees and I can't do anything else. And it's oh man, I hate woodpeckers, man. You guys seen it, dude? The damaged trees by the woodpeckers where they peck into the holes and put seeds in it? Oh, dude, I can't look at that, man. All the holes over there, dude, I can't deal with it. Oh, isn't the water eventually going to break the pressure of the insulated tiles? You're exactly right. I forgot about that. You guys are exactly right. I need to actually not do this. Alright, so I think I could do this. And then it's here, here, here. My bad, you guys. My bad. I messed this up. I actually did mess this up. 100%. That was my bad. My bad. Alright, so we need to do this. And the trick for this is when they build, we have to have it on 1x speed. If we could do that, it's an easy time. No one is building yet, though. Yeah, one of the benefits of playing on 1x speed, insta-replace, without having to move anything. While they're supplying, though, I'll just allow them to do all that. Watch the waterfall near the tile near the waterfall. No, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We just have to do it at 1x speed while they're doing the building animation. Oh, that's what you're saying. Oh, that actually fell? Oh, oof. The waters are falling. I lied. It's... The water is worthless. So, these two tiles. So this has to be a door like that. I played 3x, so normally make the second layer of insulation first. Outside of the box, that's smart. I need to do that as well. Let's let them build, let them build. So these two gases are still stuck because of the strats. But I probably just have to release the gases, let's be real. We just gotta release it, man. Ah, crap. Thank you for the heads up, you guys. I was on autopilot, not really thinking. Oh, you're breathing in the oxygen? That's illegal. Oh, dude, what a guy. That was mad illegal, my dude. At least it's a controlled release. Yeah, it's not as bad. Oh, this water's dripping down, though, dude. Gotta sweep that. Oh, it's all polluted oxygen now. You hate to see it. Can someone breathe out right there? That'd be amazing. That would be amazing. If someone just breathes out right there, just steps up, starts breathing, breathes out CO2, we have polluted oxygen, CO2. That'd be kind of ideal. Take the water. Airflow will ruin it. No, we're going to have water on top of that. We're going to have water on top of this. Alright, it's just a door now. So we could sweep everything. This is going to be salt water again. And then I need to lock the door. Oh, oxygen. Let's go. Stay there. Oh, it's going to stay. Oh, we did it. Easy money. Oh, don't breathe right there, man. Please. Y'all need to stop breathing in this room. Haha. Every time, boys. First try, every time. Always lucky. Alright, so now we need to insulate this. So we'll have some space here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all good. Alright, we can do that. Won't the insulation on the right where the spill is break the pressure? Oh yeah, this might actually. That's true. Yeah, that's actually true. This one will. Oh, and over here as well. Unless I put a door. That means I have to replace all these as well. Aw, man, that's such a pain. The other option is to make them go out here. And then just seal this up properly. That actually probably is the play. That probably is the play. That probably is the play. So that probably means that this doesn't need to be here. We don't need to vacuum this, if that's the case. So I do need to replace this with an airflow tile. This should push down. Luck sack at the gas station. Sometimes it's always lucky, man. I'm gonna laugh if he starts vacuuming and doesn't put one on the ladder. Dude, man, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. I hope we'll be fine. Meemaw, you got this with your one build skill. Nice. We still got the oxygen set right there. So theoretically, I need this. At least that. Alright, so Meemaw, we need you to get out. Theoretically, I need that there. So we're going to seal it up here, and we're going to have to climb in from the outside. I think that's going to be the play. So that means that we're going to seal this up with insulated tiles afterwards. Which also means we're not going to need this setup right here. And then we're just going to have to move out some of the liquids. Yes, that's always going to be the case. That's a tile property, not so much environmental. So even in a vacuum, there's no water touching any of the airflow tiles. It's weird. It really is. But yeah, that's how that works. Not bad. We could seal that up now. Alright, so we should be good here now. All we need now is power. Shouldn't be too bad. Alright, cool. So now we're going to have to build a spa. I probably want it right here, though. Just so it's conveniently right next door. So before we get into that, I want to check the bottom of the map again. Alright, so we build that. We build this. And then from here, we mine this out. This shouldn't be too bad. This allows the liquids to spill in. I also want to mine this layer. Just because it's 4 tile on both sides. Should be alright. And then we'll dig this part out so the oil falls in. And then we'll open a little tunnel right here. And we're going to want the gas. Oh, there's no gas. I guess it's going to be carbon dioxide. That's going to be down here. Maybe release the oxygen to kind of use as heat transfer. And we're going to want to cool that down. Not bad, not bad. Suits are going to be okay. We need to continue mining. Climb up above. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a safe layer. Yeah, we'll just do that for now. Okay, okay. Not too bad, not too bad. Still need to trim this out right here, though. Then we could jump across naturally. Oh, crap. Did not cancel everything else. Nice. I see you over there, Templar. Hey, man. Whatever works. Whatever works. I feel like I grew more brain cells this stream. You only have 100 hours in the game. Hey, man. That's all good. It's all good. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. But, dude, I would highly recommend just taking the game at your own pace. Gotta take the game at your own pace. And then all we have to do now is this tile. And we'll be good. Then we will probably don't need that anymore. Definitely, yeah, that's good, that's good. Because one of the things with this game, man, is how easily it's going to be for you to... how do I even describe this? It's very easy to get overwhelmed and then not know what to do. Very easily. It happens to probably every player that plays this game too. What do I do next? And then you start to lose like the motivation to play. We all start the game with 100 hours. I'm always learning new things as well. Dude, I didn't... Oh, crap. Is oxygen actually low right now? Okay, we probably need to solve that. We do have a line that's not being utilized right now that we could start utilizing. That I think it's going to be worthwhile. If I start running it on a regular pipeline, is that going to be okay? Taming a water geyser to output 25 seawater and refuse to take more than 5 dupes. Damn, what a challenge run. Why are you cooling the water? Also, I don't know. The new players, they don't need a reason. They just want to do things their way. Free heat energy.